We don't cast, last. Now everybody go to breakfast. Shayo.
Your DJ them to go bow for the result, oh. Nothing to discuss, oh. Cause I did win by default and without any doubt, oh.
Oh my goodness, you guys. I just dropped off my passport at the DHL office, and yeah, the waiting game starts. I'm just happy. I went to take my passport at Studio 24, but this girl laid my edges. I'm feeling so fly. So you guys, I don't know if I should tell you the story time here. I don't think this is a befitting time to tell the story time. I actually wanted to vlog this last night when I opened the email, but I couldn't get around to doing that because I was too excited. I called all my family members and my bestest friends and people that needed to know. Okay, and I was just excited. Finally, as I was reading the emails, when I was reading the email, I was like, you know what? I'm not going to open this email just in case it's bad news. I don't want to have a bad day, so let me sleep and wake up. But something is just no, as I read this email, it's going to be something good, okay? And then I read the email and they were requesting for my passport. You see, I was shaking, my hand was shaking, my body was shaking. I'm like, oh my goodness, finally leaving this country. Hey, you guys, the excitement. I think I need to do a proper story time. Good morning, guys. You guys, I think hands down the most exciting news I have ever shared on this channel. Yeah, this has to be the most exciting news I have ever shared on this channel. You guys, I'm so excited. Obviously you've seen from the title, I am relocating as a permanent resident to Canada. You guys, maybe I take off my glasses so you can feel the excitement in my eyes. You guys, I'm so happy. I'm so excited. So story time. I think I want to wear my glasses back. I'm sorry. You guys, I am so excited. You can see all over my face. I'm radiating joy and happiness, and I'm just happy. Oh my goodness. Anyways, you guys are going to see a lot of clips. So let me start from the beginning. See, I'm so disorganized right now. I don't know where to start. Let me start from the beginning. So this is going to be a mini story time. So here's what happened. Let's get comfortable. So here's what happened. So you guys, in middle of last year, my sister was talking to me about a friend who had just gotten provincial nomination and was applying to migrate to Canada. And I asked about the provincial. I had heard of the provincial nomination before, but I never really looked into it. So I now asked a lot more questions, and I was just trying to be helpful to her because she was trying to get her Dubai police certificate. So she had some questions for me because you guys know I lived in Dubai for almost 8 years. 6 to 8, yeah. Was it almost 6 years or almost 8 years? I lived in Dubai for a bit. So my sister messaged me and she was like, oh, our mutual friend actually needs help with the police report and everything. I was like, oh sure, happy to help. And this friend was really panicking, she has a deadline and stuff. I was like, calm down babe, don't worry, this opportunity is not going to pass you by. I'll carry it on my head. So I called literally everybody in my life that I know that's still in Dubai that could help with the process, and it got sorted. So I now called this my friend and I was like, please explain to me this process. I never knew that Toronto could reach out to people to apply. I thought you were the one that goes after it. So she explained the whole process, and this Canada process is something that my brother had told me about in 2018, just before I came to Nigeria in December of 2018. Me and my brother had a long conversation. He told me about the Canadian process. He was working on it at the time. He told me what to do, how to start gathering my educational qualifications. I should write the English language exam. My brother really took time and detailed me the process. He was like, I think you're a qualified candidate. You should go for it. So I started working on it. I started gathering my documents in 2018. Then I moved to Nigeria beginning of 2019. Let's call it beginning of 2019. So I moved to Lagos. Let's not talk about how much I did not enjoy being in this city. That's a story for another day. But I just feel like Lagos, it was not for me. And as soon as I entered Lagos, I knew that it was like a countdown to when I'll leave Lagos, which is a story for another day. Anyways, but I'm very grateful for all the blessings that happened while I'm still in Lagos, while I'm telling you the story time, while in Lagos, and I'll never take them for granted. Everything happens for a reason. I just digressed. Back to what I was saying. So I came 2018. I didn't really do much about the process. I only just created my profile. I just left it. 2019. Sorry, in Nigeria. I didn't really do much about the process. I even told my friend about this process. Do you know that? I told my friend, she went and worked on the process. She got invited to apply, like she did everything, and I was just there looking. So I didn't still think. Then 2020, the pandemic happened, and like nothing was happening. So 2020 December, when we came back from our wedding, I was like, okay, I'm going to be very serious about this process. I'm going to create a new profile. I'm going to actively work on this. So I started working on it. That's 2020 December. Enter into 2021, that's when my friend was asking about this police report in the UAE. So as my friend told me all these things, and consider the time, I told you guys all this for a reason. So consider all the time I have spent on this process, like gathering my documents and just like the waiting time in between and everything. So when my friend now told me that the province reached out to her, I was like, I just sank on the floor. I was like, wait, God. So this happens like for people. It can actually be a sort of easier process. So I said a prayer that day. Like I just said a prayer in my spirit. I just communicated with God. I just talked to him. I just told him something. Obviously, I'm not going to tell you guys what I told him. I just told God something, and me and God have this relation. We understand ourselves. We have this relationship. We have a bond, basically. So I just said that prayer and I let it go. And I told God to give me some signs. I was like, God, if so is going to be so, show me so. And one of the things I actually said was, God, if this is meant for me, I don't want to struggle to get it. Let it come to me. And literally the next week, I got an email from Toronto asking me if I would be interested in applying for their provincial nomination. I almost died. Like, good day, like I was fainted, happiness. I was like, this is why I screamed in the office. I was so this is why I jumped on it. So that's the story for that. So there's a lot of in between, back and forth. If you know anything about this Canadian process, you guys will know that it's an extremely draining process. Like there's a lot of documents you need to gather, your police report, your educational qualifications, your IELTS, there's just so many things. Like there's a lot of things. You're moving yourself. You're moving as a migrant, not a student visa. You're moving as a permanent resident. So think about, like, there's so many things they're going to ask of you. And then because I have so much travel history and everything, I have to get police reports from the different countries I've lived in. Then the different countries I've traveled to in the last, like, is it 10 or 20 years? I can't remember. You should have to get a lot of documents. Then we've not even talked about the financial implication. We've not even talked about the cost of applying for the process, and then your proof of funds that you have to show that yes, you're qualified enough to sustain yourself until you land a job in Canada. So this was all that was happening in my life in 2021. So 2021, when Toronto now reached out to me, you guys are going to see, I don't know how I'm going to arrange this vlog. I don't know if I'm going to put all the clips first or I'm going to be inserting clips in between. I don't know how I'm going to arrange this vlog because I never really intended to, like, I knew I would vlog about the process, but a lot of things were going on in my life at the time the process was happening. So vlogging was not really my focus in life. So there are so many things that I would think about. Oh, I need to like record, I need to capture this moment and everything, and I just would not. But the ones I was able to, thankfully, are going to be here. But I don't know, I'm going to arrange this vlog. You guys are going to see vlogs and me talking as well. So 2021, I applied for Toronto nomination. I got it in, I think, October or September of 2021 last year. The main, like the country, Canada, now sent me an invitation to apply. I submitted my application after a long, draining process. I submitted my application in December. January, they sent me an email to go and do my biometrics. I went and did my biometrics. Me and Casey did medicals. February, I'm sitting down and I see an email from them. My application is cancelled. You guys, my heart sank. Like, I can never forget how I felt. Like, my heart literally dropped. Like, no, God, no, like, what's going on here? Do you mean I have to do this process all over again? Thank God for resilience. Thank God for strength. Thank God for a good, healthy, sound support system. I started the process again. Created a new profile, emailed Toronto to please transfer my provincial nomination to my new profile. They did that. Waited to get an invitation to apply from the main country, Canada. I got. Submitted my application in March. And you guys, you're seeing the timelines. I'm going to put them on the screen. No need to start giving dates and everything. It's going to be on the screen.
Your DJ Debs. To go bow for the result, nothing to discuss, cause I did win by default and without any doubt, I'm a me happy adult, I no go feed the girl, is out, I'm a mind as you talk, I put my life into my job and I know I'm in trouble, she manipulate my love, I know and I know that happy adult, I no go feed the girl, is out, I'm a mind as you talk, I put my life into my job and I know I'm in trouble, she manipulate my love, I know and I know that can both like the Baba Frayo, my ayo.
Called by mom.
Yeah, and what is what's she saying?
Frayo, I need people and shadow, I need people and shadow, I need people and shadow, shadow.
You will not understand.
I understood. You will not.
I did Port when them kills Obama. I did try to buy moto, want Toyota Corolla. My feelings been they swing like Django Lover.
Guys. The moment we feel waiting for God. I am so happy. Hey, God. Wait, let me look at it. You going? Why did they come and put it on the middle page? Oh my God! In the mail. Look what came in the mail. Look at. Oh yeah. You were doing a better than let's touch it. Come and meet my daughter.
Hello.
I'm gonna miss my daughter so much. Victoria. She's my daughter. She's also a film producer, poet, in fact, all-round talent. So I'm going to miss her so much. Hey. Good morning, guys. Today is my last day at work, and I don't even know how to behave. I don't know how I feel. I try not to think about it so that I don't get emotional. But yeah, this is where we are. Waiting for my sister to come downstairs so we can have breakfast.
We don't cast, last. Now everybody go to breakfast.
Your DJ Debs. To go bow for
Yeah.
You guys
feel good.
you miss you.
I miss you too. Thank God for the internet, so we have to keep in touch.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm going to miss her.
Are you sure?
I will. No. Seriously, Nancy is a sweetheart.
Oh, what's
I'm
my
telling
name?
She's our madam. She does not behave like she's humble.
Oh.
Yes.
Gypsy, are you hearing that?
My friend, we didn't take the picture.
Go and pictures a
She's
video
making
now.
a video. Yes, she's making a video. So, and I'll miss you. I wish you all the best.
Oh, let me let you guys have your way.
I wish you all the best, and I'll keep in touch.
Yes,
Trust me. Yeah,
I will. I'll be vlogging because of you. So that you'll be commenting.
Sure,
You'll be messaging
I
me on
will.
WhatsApp.
Thank you for everything. Thank you.
Thank you too, Lizzie.
Thank you.
It was amazing working with you.
So you're not, as in after today, you're not seeing me.
I thought you said Friday was your last day.
Tomorrow is Friday now. You know.
Taking my DM off tomorrow. Black hole. What is wrong with you?
She will be missed. I'm hoping I would laugh.
Oh, you did play?
Or I can be inside.
Put you in the cockpit.
Fair.
You guys, I'm gonna miss this place. Ish. Get out. What is wrong with you? Last day of work kind of vibes.
I'll miss this witches so much.
They are not normal.
Here we are! Oh my god, you guys, I'm so like if I could package this feeling in a bottle, I would never sell it to anybody. See how I'm sweating, talking to you guys. If I could package this feeling in a bottle, I would never tell it to anybody because it's priceless. I'm over the moon. Like, you guys, I'm so happy. Like, so yeah. Because there was no structure to this vlog, I had to come and do this story time and introduce this video. And thank you guys so much. You guys are going to see other vlogs like getting ready, thrift shopping for winter items in Yaba markets, packing up to leave, how to pack up to leave, flying there. You guys are going to see the whole journey, moving, apartment hunting, house tour, job hunting, life in Canada. You guys are going to guess who is your latest Canadian YouTuber? Hey, you guys have when you dream of something so much and you pray for something so much, like let me say desire yourself, because aside that one prayer, I'm not even sure I really sat down to dedicate prayer like that. When you desire something so much and you just know that this thing is actually meant for me, like this is the next thing I'm supposed to do in my life, and then you get it. Words can't describe it, so I'm just going to end on this note. If you don't get it, if you get it, you get it. If you don't get it, forget about it. I love you guys, but stay tuned to this journey. Share this video to your friends. Subscribe to my channel. You guys are so... If I wasn't holding this one, I'd probably be jumping. If I wasn't holding this vlogging equipment in my hand, I'd probably be jumping and dancing and screaming. But yes, guys. Yes. I'll see you guys in my next video.
Young cast, last. Now everybody go to breakfast.
Your DJ them. You go bow for the result, oh. Nothing to discuss, oh. Cause I did win by default and without any doubt, oh. I'm a me, I be adult, oh. I no go feed the girl, I no go feed the guys out, oh. I'm a mind as you the talk, oh. I put my life in